Hey there, this is Arca at Lucas Oil Raceway, Indianapolis Raceway Park. How am I the sixth highest I rating to sign up for this? That's crazy. There's only like 35 people, but... Alright, let me get back to what I was gonna say. I get distracted easily. I was gonna run this without recording it, because I already did it this week. I was happy with it. But I wanted to run it again, but didn't see a need to put out a video. Last second, I decided I had to record this because word is
there's a car approaching. Stay behind the white line.
That the Arca car is getting all new art assets, I guess. Basically,
Temperature's increasing. It's now 114 Fahrenheit.
from what I understand, it's going to drive the same as it always has, which is good. But it's going to look way different. And from what I understand, paint schemes that exist now will not work. So, what does that mean? That means this may be the Peppamobile's farewell race, and I'm actually kind of sad about that. This is just a scheme I got off of trading paints. I've actually run into other people running it before, not very often, but I have been in a lobby with other people running it before. It's not mine.
P2.
But every time I get a new car or look for a paint for a new car, I always type into Trading Paints Peppa Pig. And it's not very common that people have made one. I can make my own, but I got no artistic ability.
Car stopped up high. Your quickest overall. Your last lap time was at 23.1.
Being the sixth car in here, that means there's some... I mean, this isn't the bottom split. I don't know. I guess my I rating, not to keep...
Session. P1.
Kind of wanted to try to practice a pass there. What was I gonna say? Kind of wanted to practice a pass there. The I rating goes down to 1.2. We'll see. Maybe I can do something here. A lot of these guys, lower guys, might struggle. But I need to try to get in a decent lap here. So yeah, Peppamobile farewell race is what this is.
Got 2 laps to get the job done, mate.
Because I don't think I'll be running any Arca again until it changes. I might have to figure out a way to get a new Peppa scheme. Whether I find someone who can do one for me, or bumble around with making one myself.
Okay, here comes your first time lap.
Does that count as taking the green? It might have. If so, I need to get my P's and Q's together.
Exit is clear. Don't cross the line.
I was desperately not trying to cross the line, but I don't know how that works. Let's shut up and try to concentrate, and I'll start talking afterwards.
Green, green, green. The leader has just done a 22.8.
I don't have a 22.8 in me, but...
One more lap.
Damn it.
P4. That puts you 0.3 off the pace.
Well, it choked this away. Oh, this still has a chance to be slightly better, although my car is just veering to the left and my wheel inputs were not doing anything to correct it. Okay, I gotta figure that out. My wheel's just going left.
P2. You're now
That was 2306. I'm a little worried about my wheel here. Or did I screw up the car somehow? Or am I just being an idiot? Okay, it feels fine now. Yeah, it feels right. I think I was just doing something dumb. Maybe I was... It just felt like it wanted to keep going left. Alright, I think it's fine. Or maybe it's under braking. I don't know what to say. Well, William Karp has got me beat by a country mile. Number 2, yeah. This is a case of a pretty fast guy, and I don't want to disparage 2.2Ks, but I think if I put in the effort someday, I'll be that high, and then I'll be like, this ain't anything that special because I was able to obtain it. I could get up to a 6,000 iRating, and then I'd be like, 6,000 isn't that good because it can't be that good if I was able to get it. That's just the kind of person I am. No good thoughts about myself. But looks like unless some people snipe me in the last second, outside front row, the 1 will probably clear me. If I can get a run on the 3 and get ahead of him, or even just slide in behind him, whatever. I just want to get in and tick some laps. If there's any carnage, I want it to be behind me. I was going to skip ahead, but we're at 20 seconds, so there's no point. Although I'm going to make sure I'm recording. I'm going to be mad if I'm not. It appears that we are 7 minutes and 21 seconds into this recording. All's good. I realize my sound is still wonky. My voice sounds tinny and echoey, and I don't know what to do to fix it. Something I need to work on. Watched Colton's video in this race, and the number 1 guy who just dominated that race was talking at the end, and he was talking about running like a 67.5 brake bias, and I probably had mine at like 62.5 last time. I practiced with a 67.5, and I didn't like it. I backed it down to 65, and it feels better. So learn from the fast guys, but also realize that they're probably driving the car in such a different way than you that the advice might not apply exactly. You can't just literally copy it. It's the same with setups. You could put in the same setup as the fastest guy. Doesn't mean you're going to compete with him. There's a lot more to it than that. But I did take the advice. Tried a little bit higher brake bias than I was running. We'll see what it means over a long run. I have brake bias adjustments as the race goes on if I feel I need it. I can't believe I was able to get P2 with those 2 horrible laps. I was just barely hanging on. I thought my wheel was pulling to the left. I didn't know what was going on.
P2, the track temp is 113. The air temp is 78 Fahrenheit.
All good things to know. Thank you, crew chief.
Make them last.
Stay behind the pace car.
You're on the outside this time. Pit road is closed right now. Catch the pace car.
I don't anticipate having anything for this guy, William Karp. Though it would be the upset of the century if I was able to beat him, but after I say that, I don't want anyone out there to think that I'm serious about that. I'm not saying I can't finish ahead of him. I've finished ahead of high rating people before, but I do that because something happens to them, not because I beat him on pace. Now, if something happens to this guy, cool, and I beat him, awesome, but if it's because I took him out, well...
1 lap to green.
I don't know what gear to be in. I don't necessarily expect to beat this guy into turn 1. That's not the goal. The goal is just to not to be so bad on the start.
Get ready. Going
My
green.
sound's probably going to change because I'm moving the mic a little bit because I can't see beside me.
Time to do your job.
Go, go, go.
Green flag. The P road is now open.
So I've already made contact with the 1. I'm not sure what that start was. I expect a 4.4
Outside St.
Still there. Clear inside.
K iRating guy to not go after the green. I don't get that. Alright, settle in. The contact was minor.
The next car's the leader.
Keep it out of the wall.
Unbelievable. God almighty. How does that happen?
The leader's just done a 23.1. The guy behind has just done a 23.2. P2.
Right in front of the...
The leader has just done a 23.0.
I'm a little nervous, so I'm like missing my braking points or let off points. I mean, and brake. I'm doing okay, I guess, but it's just fully expected that the one's gonna drive away from me. Try to learn from him, but he's running so much higher than I feel comfortable running. Kind of just drove it through that little loose moment. Don't know if that's going to be good on the tires. Probably not. I expect to fall back on pace.
That was 23.3.
But I can hear that the guy behind me is letting off later than I am. Yeah, this is how I can beat the 1.
Inside. Clear low. That lap was got a car low. Clear low. Car low. Inside to clear.
Is my lap car's taking him out. Not wishing for that.
23.4.
I'm just saying that's how it would happen. I'm more in a fight with the guy behind me than the guy in front of me. God, it got dark all of a sudden. Is the Ford just gonna race me?
That lap time was
Sorry.
3.5. Got car outside. Clear high.
Outside.
Clear high.
Outside is clear.
Okay, Justin. You're gaining on this car. Car outside. Still there.
Oh, forward! Come on now!
Car down low. P4. Clear inside.
Thanks a lot, boy. I was in third place, man.
I was sorry because I didn't handle that well, but yeah, what are you doing, dude? Did I end up back in third?
Lap cars take you out, man. That's BS.
What a weird sequence of events. I was gonna try to race.
Hold their line or nothing.
Yeah, the Ford looked like, I don't know, did he think that that guy was the one that got into him instead of me? Because that looked like, I always see that and then I'll watch the replay and go, okay, it wasn't on purpose. But man, gut reaction is like, that was on purpose. Anyway, we got to run our own race. Lost a lot of time ahead of me, but maybe I can gain it back.
3.6.
I really like this combo. When I ran it on Monday, it seemed really hard. But after running 2 85 lap truck races at Darlington this week, I'm like, this is just a Sunday drive.
P3.
Got the wall, but it didn't even register as a 0x. Still, that's not a fast way to take a corner.
The gap behind is now 1.2.
Here's the 4 again. Is he gonna be mad at me? What is the deal with this guy?
The gap to Sawyer ahead is now 1.9 seconds. Car inside. Clear inside.
For a second there, I couldn't tell if he was coming up to take me out or if he was letting me by. I think he was letting me by, but I got nervous. Gotta stop doing that. We still got well over half the race left. The tires don't need to have me in a slide up to the wall every turn. Is this guy gonna just let me by? My guess is no, because why would we do that?
3.8. Car high. The gap behind is now 2.3, so clear outside.
Terrible liner on the corner, but I just had to dive it in there. I got to get better at lapping people.
Or get out of the way, please.
The gap to Sawyer in front is now 2.2 seconds.
Wonder what happened to the 4 to get him behind to begin with.
You ain't caused me havoc early.
Oh, I thought I was going around and I was going to be sad. I don't want the Peppa farewell tour to end in sadness. Car in front of me is a lapper as well. Kind of held pace with second, I think. Maybe 2.0. I'm just overdriving this a lot. My tires aren't going to be happy with me at the end of this race.
Car outside. Still there. Clear high. The gap to Sawyer ahead is now 2.3.
What are you going to do, 16?
Car outside. He's still there. Clear outside.
So when I go around people like that, it's where I know it's like, I could be way worse at iRacing. I really could. There's a lot of people who sign up for these things Not to be mean, but it's like, what is that? It's like I compare myself to the higher guys. Myself, not myselfs. To the higher guys, and I don't think I'll ever be like that, but I can get better. I gotta put more time in. Me running this again, originally not recording it, was just because I'm like, I need more seat time. I'm down 2.7. The guy in front of me now. How am I doing to the guy behind me? 4.1. My race right now is for third.
I'm outside, David.
I would be tickled pink with a third. Is that what I got? My first race? I feel like it.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, I'm just losing ground like crazy to in front of me. Probably burned up my tires too much. Change up my line a little bit, maybe. Makes me feel a little better about what went down. Pretty sure I would have given up the position eventually anyway. I was going to try to hold it off a little while. I know how that trying to pass low is not that easy. Yeah, this guy's just gapping me every lap.
The gap to Sawyer in front is now 4.0.
Jeez, every time it's like another 2 to 3 tenths. He's got speed. I don't think I took good enough care of my tires. Behind me is not even on the relative, and the farthest lap car on the relative was 5.5, so... I think I just gotta be careful with the lapped cars and don't spin it out. And we'll take home a nice P3. For our troubles. That being said, I'm not counting on this P3 with 20 laps to go yet.
Dang, you almost hit me. Alright, Nate. I'm gonna dump you if you don't quit.
Oh my god, people.
I'm trying to race you clean as possible now, and you're cutting me off and running all up on my bumper.
Something happened to the 3? I'm a little closer. Not like close enough to feel hope, but maybe when he got around this guy, he had problems. I don't really remember seeing that happen. Hope the 17 just lets me by, but can't count on that. I saw smoke and a car disappear, but I was so worried about making the pass on the green car that I can't honestly say I noticed what happened. But I just...
You're reeling. Sawyer in. The gap is 3.5.
I'm just deciding I gotta be aggressive with these lap cars that aren't gonna just let me by. I kind of, you know, watching Nick's video of the race we were in together, he had an incident with a lap car that, if you just... no context... Nick was probably slightly at fault for it, but the fact that the lap car was racing him was just ridiculous. The lap car had nothing to gain by it, and it's like, just back off, let him by, and you both go on with your days.
Sorry about that, 14. Been blocking the whole time. I mean, come on, man.
I love apologies that are immediately followed by, but it was your fault. Which, a lot of times it's true. It's just funny. I got 2 different speed lap cars up ahead of me. I've lost track of... oh, there he is.
The gap to Sawyer ahead is now 3.4 seconds. inside. Clear low.
Clear inside.
Got her on that guy without a loss of time. That's a plus. 11 isn't really holding me up quite yet. I haven't really gotten to him.
Down low.
That lap was a 23.8.
Slow car down low.
Slow car down low, barely moving.
Go high.
That's the 4 again. Don't swerve at him. Jeez. Yeah, the 11 is... Yeah, I don't mind. If a lap car is going to keep ahead of you, fine. But if you're like on his bumper, having to check up for him, that's when you got to be like, just...
Low car up high. Low car up high. Go low.
Man, you're an idiot, dude. I'm gonna report you for that.
Sawyer, ahead is now 2.8 seconds. That car high.
Outside.
Hold your line. Still there.
Keep low.
Outside forward, thank you.
Still there. Hold your
Stay
line.
low. There is a car on the high side.
You've just done a 25.2. Clear
Clear
outside.
outside.
What do you got to
Y'all
gain?
watch out for that 14. He'll wreck you.
Yeah, I'm just like, let off, dude. You got nothing to gain by racing me. Props to the 11. Staying ahead of me. Not making any...
10 to go.
Gap 2. Sawyer, ahead is now 3.5 seconds.
I never looked at my tires after the end of my first race here Monday night.
I'm racing for position, man.
And so, if I remember to look at them this time, I won't have anything to compare it to, I guess. But
Slow car down low.
I can still tell if I murdered them or not.
And I'm faster than you are.
It don't matter with some of these idiots because they don't know nothing about that.
Every time I come around
Won't get out of my way.
every time I come around the 4, I'm
Yeah,
just
that's what
worried.
I'm saying. They blocking and all kind of good stuff.
Inside 16.
That lap was a
It's been an adventure, to be sure.
Don't know how to hold a damn line or anything.
Going inside.
What the heck is the 4 doing?
Who the hell knows?
Come on, one.
Not sure
Hey,
why
Inside, right. See,
I hit the wall so
the
hard
leader
there.
just got hit.
last lap was
Little
a
light.
4.8.
My bad, 12. I'm sorry. I'm in fourth place trying to get by y'all.
I know, I was trying to let you up.
The gap 2. Sawyer in front is now 4.2.
I really didn't mean to slide up into you. That was totally my bad.
What is the 4 doing? What is his goal?
That was a 24.5.
I'll take full responsibility for that, bud.
It's all good, man.
Thank you, 17. Appreciate it.
5 laps to go.
What is this 4 doing, man? He can't even, he's been going 5 miles an hour around the whole track.
Probably trying to get to pit road.
He was doing that going into turn 1 a minute ago.
Car stop down low. Car stop down low. Car stop down low. Go high. Slow car down low. Go high.
You've just done a 24.3.
This is the top split. I know it's not a very populated top
Just
split race.
wrecked me.
Yeah.
Freaking idiots out here, man. Y'all can't drive. Fuck, go to the school and learn.
Just gotta survive. I want my
there's
third place.
practices. You can do test runs and stuff. Y'all need to practice a little
Last
bit,
lap
bud.
time was a 24.3.
Shit, a little bit. They need to practice 2 or 3 days.
Clear inside.
Inside.
Yeah, we all had to learn somewhere, didn't we, bud?
You've got 2 laps to go.
Yeah, but I never learned wrecking people. You know, I mean, I know accidents happen. Go, Justin.
Clear inside.
Yeah, but the 4 is going around the track in like first gear, not even like trying to even do anything.
Yeah, I know. He wrecked me. Also, the 14. I tried to get by the 14. He kept blocking. He was blocking another guy,
Stay
too.
through.
Alright, Justin, one more to go. Keep it together, we'll be on the podium.
I at least had a top 5, 6 car, but no, I got to finish 11th because of idiots.
I was almost. I'm going to watch that incident with the 4 again. But I'm happy. P3 in the Peppamobile farewell
I
tour.
can't blame anybody, but or my damn electricity went out.
Good job. Very good job.
You can blame the power company.
Pit lane speed limit is 40 miles per hour.
Good job, William, on your pole. I mean, on your win. I'm sorry.
Box in 10,
Box in 5, 4,
5.
I'm just glad I come back and finish 4th place, top 5 there.
Bring it on
box
in.
now.
Right here.
Again, I know you said it was no big deal, 12, but I am sorry for getting back up into you, bud. I take full responsibility, bud.
I can't even see my pit boards. Wait, I want to know what my tires are. I'm sorry. I'm in a weird mood.
That first wreck.
79.91. That's not good. That's not good at all.
10-4.
It's good enough for 3rd place, though, I guess.
4th. I fell back to 7th and come all the way back to 4th. It wasn't too bad for me.
Apparently, my mute button doesn't work when I'm not actually on the track.
Good race if it went for that. That 1-4 car was just I don't know what he was doing.
Yeah, 10-4. He was 13 laps down. Wow. He should have went and got his car fixed and then come back out. But y'all have a good one. We've been about to eat and everything.
Yeah, man. Have a good one.
Alright. Is this how the 4's day was ended? Yep. So the 4 started off... I was more worried about if this was the 4's incident. 4, I would say that's the 4's fault. 5 had a bad time, plus a ton of other people. There's a reason. There's a reason I wanted to start up as high as I could. I was a little worried. It's just from the same... 7 into the wall. So this is when I was in 2nd. I mean, I paid way more than the 4 did from that. I did very, very poor job of not just running into him. I don't know why. I thought he was gonna not cut. I don't know. I don't know what my excuse is. But I lost a lot of spots. A couple spots. But I pretty much gained them both back due to the 4. I don't know. Maybe the 4 felt bad for me for getting in my way. He's like, here, let me clear these guys out for you. No. Alright, so in real time I'm like, oh, it looks like the 4 did that on purpose. It was really the 15 getting up into him. Okay, now what happened up here? Because that didn't really cause anything to happen here. Yeah, the 4 just started driving down the track. Maybe to get out of the way. Maybe the 4's just like, oh crap, oh shit, oh no. And all I can say is, lucky for me, I was able to go around that. And that pretty much secured my 3rd place. Never was really a whole lot of doubt from there. I wasn't going to gain any spots or lose any. Look at that beautiful car. I can't believe I'm going to have to retire that paint. Maybe I can find who that was and be like, you going to make an updated one of those? Or I could just learn. This is probably like one of the least sophisticated paint schemes there is. Just slapped a few logos on it and picked a color. Maybe I could make a cool one. Something to look into. That being said, I'm probably missing a whole bunch of juicy incidents. And by juicy, I don't mean wall riding. Okay. I think this was a minor-ish one. Yeah, I'll take those every lap. I mean, I don't want to because it's not an optimal line, but I wouldn't. No, I had one where I basically just rode it around the corner, but I was distracted and kind of getting out of that mode where you had to worry about a lot, you know? I'm not charging down anyone, but I'm also not being caught, so I'm just kind of... It's not a good way to be, but I'm just kind of tuning out. That's my excuse. Whether you believe it or not, I leave that up to you. Let's get through this quicker. See, the 4 rode around the rest of the race super slow and low, but at least every time I came around him, 7 didn't really leave the 8 a whole lot of room there. Eight was trying to get back around him, and ooh, that might be where I all of a sudden gained a bunch. I kind of remember thinking that when there was a lime green car between us, so I'm guessing that's why. Alright. 4 blows up, but I don't know. He's probably already taken his fast repair by now. No, I'm pretty sure he was still out there after this lap. I'm like, the 4 is a pretty high I-rated guy. I'm like, no, he's only 1700, which I say that being, I'm pretty sure I just went over 1700 with this race. 1700. Every time I get to a I rating, I'm like, yeah, that's not that impressive. I don't know, but I'm 1700 and I wouldn't be doing that kind of crap. If I couldn't keep any more control than that, I would pull off and get out of the way. Or I've alt F forward before because I was so worried about how poorly I was doing and causing people problems. It's Arca, it's something else. That was a weird line. Is this retaliation? Yep. That hard right there is... You can't even... And maybe this guy doesn't care, but you can't really even say, hey, that's an accident. When you go... Whoop! Shouldn't say hard right, but it was also not subtle. You could tell that's what he was doing. People like that shouldn't get to do this hobby. It just ruins it for us. How did I come up on that? Yeah, I think I remember. I'm sorry I'm making this take so long. I'm pretty sure I was lapping a guy and was more concentrated on that. Maybe not. I don't know what my excuse for not knowing what was going on. It's around the corner. Probably why. William Carp was just like, yep. What in the world? I'm doing the wrong thing. It's trying to move cars. William Carp's just got to be like, what? The 4 hit him though, right? Or, okay. I'm sorry. Feel free to shut this off if you're bored by this, but I gotta see. The 4 dodges at him, misses. Did you hit him before that? The one just shrugs it off and keeps going. Then I mean, how many times did I pass this guy? Luckily I didn't. He tries to hit the 1 again. Alright. That's enough. Thank you for watching. Farewell to the Peppamobile. Farewell, you beautiful, beautiful machine. A little scraped up, but we still love you. Thanks for watching.